Because I owned my own business at 24. How old were you in your first business?
I was pretty young, man. Yeah, 21 years old. I
Yeah,
was
exactly. Right.
yeah.
So I always think of having I had a great childhood, but my dad said some shit that was pretty, pretty straightforward for a kid. But at like 15, he goes, "Hey man, you're never going to be the best looking. You're never going to be the strongest. You're never going to be the richest." He's like those just aren't your cards that you're dealt. He goes, "But nobody can work harder than you." He goes, "You absolutely can control that." And he goes, "Everyone else will quit because they get." He said, "Everyone else will quit when it gets hard." And he goes, "So you don't have to be the best. You don't have to be the best looking. You don't have to be the richest. All you got to be is the last guy that never quits." And he was right. I mean, I can't tell you how many. I got on TV because nobody else wanted to do it. 6 guys said no before me. I was number 7. Do I care that I was number 7? No, because 25 years later, I'm number 1. I got the number 1 show on Discovery, man. And by the way, I sold Filthy Fortunes 3 other times. We tried to sell it 3 other times. And Discovery passed on it, A&E passed on it, everybody. I mean, 23 networks passed on it.
Wow.
10
So
years ago.
then you used to know Left Right Productions with A&E, right?
Yeah, there were so
So
many, but that was a big group. Yeah, we were.
I was picked up by them for 2 seasons on A&E for a fitness model show. It was me and 4 other guys, and they picked us up. They bought the pilot, and we did 2 full seasons. Then Left Right Productions merged with that other
Yeah,
company,
yeah.
and that's when they put us on the back burner, and they never came to be after that.
Reno 911. That's what happened to Reno 911.
Yep.
That show got made or got bought, and then someone merged. It just went away. And 3 years later, Comedy Central was like, "We think we want to air that." Here's the craziest thing: that guy that found me, Bert Clacy, the guy that found me and put me on Hoarders 20 years ago, he's the executive producer on my show, Filthy Fortunes.
Wow, small world, huh?
He hustled it. No, he believed in me, and he
Yep.
saw me hustle over the last ups and downs and all of it. I mean, he'd been there for all of it.
You know
And
what it is, brother? I always say this, man.
yeah,
It's you got the character in you, bro. You got the drive. And no matter what, it was eventually going to happen. It's just who is going to believe in you
sure.
and give you that shot, bro. Because
Yeah,
you could tell,
99
man,
no's.
just you being on
Yeah,
here, you see you got it.
99 no's, man. I think I'm at like 96. Like I think I'm close. And then I think the key is when you hit it, when you do get your yes, you had your 99 no's. You still got to treat it like a no, but you got to know when to pounce on it. And like I think that's what comes with gray hair. I mean, I struck out a lot in my 20s and 30s, and but yeah, I mean, I just keep going. I'm reading this. Yeah, just don't ever quit. I mean, that's it, honestly. Like, and I just laugh at it now when I'm like, when it gets really hard and I really want to quit, I'm just like, okay, this is one of those days. Like 6 guys are going to quit right now, and so I just advanced way up in the line because I'm not quitting.
Let
And
me
so I
ask you,
love
what's it like walking around? There's like give me the percentage of people that recognize you from TV and how does that go every day?
it. Airport, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
People are looking for famous. LAX is a nightmare because everybody's looking for famous people at the airport. I wear a hat at the airport just because if I don't want to be, my kids hate it actually. We live in Atlanta, man. Nobody could care less. I mean, it's great, and so I'm at the right level of famous. You'll also notice I wear the exact same shirt on every episode of every show I've ever done. And so if I want to be recognized, I wear that shirt. If I don't want to be recognized, I don't wear that shirt. And I mean, it's pretty simple. Like I'm that right level of famous that I still got to tell you I'm famous. Like I got a buddy whose son is 7'4", 16-year-old boy is 7'4". That kid can't even go to the grocery store with everybody wanting to take a picture with him. I would not want that level of fame. And but I've lived my life very openly. You can tell I tell it like it is. I tell the stories. I am who I am. And like I know a couple years ago, I was this came up. My kids are now older, and I was on Joe Rogan a couple years ago, like 12 years ago. I was on Joe Rogan in the first year, and he had me on, and my kids were like 2 and 3, and now they're teenagers, and they're like, Dad, you got high with Joe Rogan?
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, a couple times.
I've also hung out with Joe, man, and I'm in the marijuana business, and I know Joe very well.
And he was nice as shit to me, right? And they're like, we don't like, my kids are very woke, and they're like, we don't like Joe. I'm like, what? Look, Joe's a nice guy. He's super kind to me, man. And they're like, we didn't know you smoked weed, and I was like, well, don't listen to that podcast. and but like, I've lived my life very open. That even like if you liked me, and I've never acted like I'm perfect. I'm very open about my failures from a celebrity standpoint, and so it is what it is. So if anything crazy came out, you'd be like, yeah, that totally makes sense. Like, yeah, that adds up, right? And so I've been very like careful not to be fake because I know that could be awful.
Yeah.
And so I am who I am. I try to help. I really honestly try to help everybody. And I thank you for what you said. I mean, I think my compassion does come through. And at the end of the day, that's why people invest in me, and that's why people work for me, and that's why people stay working for me, and that's why people hire us. Because I'm far from perfect. I mess up all the time. But I got a really good team around me, and a really good team around me. I'm sure you do too. I mean, you have to, and because people like you and me, I mean, I'm already moving on to the other business, but we're just getting our first checks in. On the first, I'm already great. It's a business. We've had 2 orders from the same family, because if they pay for it once, it's a good idea. If they pay for it twice, it's a business, right? And it's real simple. If they pay for it twice, you got a business. And so once I got a business, I'm on to the next one. Like, what's the other revenue stream? What are we missing here?
I love it. Yep.
Yeah, but I've really had to get super, super focused, and my team, they carry it.
Well, I love it, man.